Okay, so have you ever thought about how even the smartest AI sometimes struggles with problems that aren't just quick lookups, stuff that takes real planning and logic and maybe needs some specific tools? Well, there's this new system, it's open source from Stanford called OctoTools. And it's kind of like giving AI a toolbox and showing it how to use each tool. Basically, it's trying to make these large language models, these LLMs, even better problem solvers. And, LLMs are already incredible, right? They can write poems and translate languages, even code. But if a problem needs multiple steps or specific knowledge, they can really get stuck. So that's where OctoTools comes in. It gives the LM a framework, a way to break these complex tasks down into smaller steps. And then it figures out the best tool for each step. The way it does that is actually pretty neat. It uses these things called tool cards, which are basically like instructions for each tool in the toolbox. Like one card might say, here's how to use a code interpreter. Another might be about a web search tool and so on. So with these tool cards, OctoTools knows what each tool can do and can pick the right one for the job. Imagine needing to analyze some data, then write code based on that analysis, and then maybe even look up more info on the web to finish a report. OctoTools would use its tool cards to figure out which tool to use for each of those steps, and then it would manage the whole thing, making sure everything works together. Pretty slick, right? Now, you're probably thinking, how does it actually do all that? Well, OctoTools is built in a really clever way, with different parts like modules that all work together. First, you've got this thing called the planner. It takes that big complex problem and makes it into like a step-by-step plan. Then the action predictor comes in. It looks at each step and picks the best tool for the job using those tool cards we talked about. After that, there's the command generator. That one turns a plan into actual code that the tools can understand and run. And of course, somebody's got to run that code, right? So that's where the command executor comes in. It takes the code, executes it, and gets the results. But wait, there's more. We also have the context verifier. This one checks that the results actually make sense, given the whole problem, kind of like a quality control, making sure we're on the right track. And finally, once everything's done and checked, the solution summarizer presents the answer in a nice, clear way. So it's not just about having tools, it's about having a system that can choose the right ones, use them properly, and make sure the answer is accurate. What's really exciting is that OctoTools can even learn to use new tools. Think about it. If you add a new tool with its tool card, OctoTools can learn how to use it. That makes it super adaptable and even more powerful. So how well does it actually work? Well, get this. OctoTools has been beating other LLM systems on all sorts of tough tasks. We're talking like visual stuff, math problems, even scientific and medical reasoning. It's almost like it's thinking outside the box, finding solutions that others miss. This medical reasoning thing is especially interesting, right? Like, imagine a doctor using OctoTools to help with a really complex case. The system could be looking at patient data, researching papers, checking symptoms, maybe even suggesting treatments, and explaining it all to the doctor. It's wild. I mean, obviously OctoTools is still being developed, but it's a huge step forward in making AI more versatile and just, better at what it does. It's not about replacing humans. It's about giving us a boost, helping us solve problems in ways we couldn't before. It's like having this super-powered research assistant that can connect the dots and show us things we might have missed. And that's what's so amazing about all this. AI like OctoTools is opening up so many possibilities, from scientific discoveries to personalized medicine, even tackling global issues. It really makes you wonder, what's next? As AI keeps getting smarter,